Hello. Today we're going to talk about one exciting discovery recently came from MIT, and it is related to how our body and our muscles interact with the medicines. We have certain medicines, but we don't know unless you do so many testing, sometimes weeks, months, and it can even go up to like years of testing before you know exactly how certain medicine react with our body cells and tissues, and to the level where our DNA and all different interactions with our proteins. And this is very exciting news because AI. I mean, I know there are a lot of thought process going on right now with the arguments of the AI is really beneficial or is it just a hype. But this is a good indication, or one at least one case for AI and what it can do, because MIT says they use AI to simulate different type of molecules and see how they're going to attach with um, our body cells and react with our body cells. And this will create a situation where 1,000 times faster than normally takes to generate a result. So this exciting news for a lot of reasons, because we know there are a lot of research going on around the world to cure the medicines, a lot of diseases. Actually, we know now we have some medicine, but there are lot more like cancer and some autoimmune diseases. There are no real solution, right? Still a lot of research going on. Certain areas there were progress, but it takes long time, because there is no easy way to find out. And also the other interesting thing is this: some of the medicine are required for individual people, because some people have their genetics are different from other people, and then this medicine need to be applied for that people, the individual person. So that is where the this AI development come into play. So that way, using AI, you can always duplicate or change depending on individual requirement and situations. And this is not something going to happen tomorrow. Obviously, it's going to take time and maybe years down the road, but this possibility is really there. If anyone who works with AI understand how fast AI can suggesting and do things, this is obviously no brainer. It is going to happen one time or the other. So I was looking at this exciting news. They call it BOLT-2. That is the name MIT has given to this particular research and discovery. And that is where they're going to, they used 3D modeling basically. That's the way you can create a three-dimensional molecules and see how they can perform. And I think very recently, again, you may have heard about scientists were able to, not in MIT, in other places, they were able to decode how certain proteins are arranged, because we know what the proteins molecules are, but we don't know how the structure is. So using AI is learning techniques, and because AI can learn over time, because they make a mistake and then learn it, and that way they can exponentially speed up how fast something can be learned. So in that way they learn how to explain certain structures of proteins and other amino acids and so many different parts of the cell structure to understand different arrangements of the cells. So and this is going to continue. I think this is not going to end quickly. There are going to be different universities or maybe other research organizations. They're going to start doing these things. So it is not just a research tool, the BOLT-2, but a practical engine for real-world drug development. So it is basically they expect to develop a lot of drugs using this tool. And you may have heard recently there was a decision by Food and Drug Administration to reduce the use of animals for the testing, like for example, all the mice and rabbits and all different animals we use for drug testing. There are two thought process. One is these animals may not represent exactly what the human body looks like, even though mice share 98% or so DNA structures similar to humans, but actually in actual case when something tested with mice bring it to humans, it is not necessarily going to work as well. So one area is using these models. If someone can test that, that's much more closer to human. If we can create a human models, at least different organ wise, at least how the cell wise, even at the lower scale, so that's going to create a better solution than use of animals. And also, of course, there is a lot of arguments against using animal because of humane issues and animal cruelty and all that. But in any case, uh, FDA has already decided to give the guideline to reduce the use of animals in future studies, so which is significant. I think they probably thought about these new models and things coming up, and they kind of are getting ready to go to the next stage instead of stuck in the past, so which is exciting. And they started in 2023, the BOLTS-1. So now think about like how fast we are moving here in AI world. 2023, just 1 year, they change into BOLTS-2, and all of a sudden now we have this new invention. And I wonder what they use it to develop this program. So they collaborated with Artificial Intelligence Laboratory at MIT. So they basically use open source programming to create this model where they can find out what's going on with the structures. So, and other thing is, so the understanding this, how this molecule interact with each other is central to the biology. So biology is all about interacting, right? How the molecule interact with each other and then help each other to do different things. So that is amazing, and that's where disease and how the disease can be tackled, right? All these things come into play. So a lot of new discoveries actually coming up, and with that I think this rewrite the timelines for how we're going to manage these new development. They are getting faster. So, and also there are new inventions in different parts of the world, in United States especially, and there are like AI generated clinic data, so which means like you don't have to go to a visit a doctor, and then there are ways to analyze based on some biomarkers and understand what's going on with your body. And these things, I'm not going to delve too much into the medical related stuff. I'm mainly trying to talk about basically how the AI going to help in understanding how our body works. Um, so, but I can see a future where, regardless of what it is, the some of these things that doctors do might going to go away, because uh, this is all knowledge, right? So it's in the books, it's everywhere. Now AI can scan that whole medical history of humans, whatever the studies, research, um, everything, and then give it in like a few seconds. So as for a doctor, he of course spent a lot of time, effort, and most of his life learning all this, but it is going to change. Still somebody need to take a decision, so doctors are going to be there, but some of this knowledge is out there, so it's just as matter of writing down what you have and try to ask, hey, what's going on. It might come up with better answer than um, somebody who learned the medicine, because no offense to them, but that's the reality, right? So um, I tried some of these things with different models, and I got amazing answers, because uh, that's the knowledge, right? So interesting stuff. So thank you for listening to the today's talk, and until we meet next time, have a good one. Thank you.